Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites. Welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach and author of Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So we got a really good show for you today because I don't know how many of you heard of the incident recently where the teenage boy, about 15 years old, slammed a teenage girl on the pavement and then stomped her head. And it was captured on video by one of his friends, who then uploaded the video. And from what I have heard, the young lady, it was like her, I think allegedly her neck is broken. I'm not sure about her injuries or what happened with her in terms of injury. But he slammed that girl. He suplexed her on the concrete. Now, I cannot show you this video. And the reason why I cannot show you this video is because I'm going to get flagged. Because they already penalized me for the video that I showed of the 12-year-old fighting his mom. So I had to circumnavigate that. So I absolutely cannot, at this juncture, show you this video, which is a shame because you really need to see it. But what I wanted to talk about was not only that incident, but the broader conversation of these mothers not taking any accountability for their children and how they have been raising their children, and then unleashing these children onto society. Because we also need to go back over, it's an old story, but it bears repeating. We need to go back over the mother in Baltimore a few years ago whose son couldn't graduate, and she act like she didn't know that for the whole 4 years of his high school career. Then all of a sudden, he couldn't graduate, and she, quote unquote, didn't know about it, and it's the school's fault, and this should have happened and that should have happened, instead of admitting to her neglect of that boy and his education. She left him to his own devices. She was probably parentifying that boy, because as you listen to kind of the story and how she even telling it, that young man was the oldest of the children, because there were other children, and he was parentified. They like to make the oldest child be a co-parent. But going back to the young man who assaulted the young girl, like I said, they were both going to the same school. They was in high school, about in the same grade. The crazy part is that the mother had to come to court, and this is what she had to say. Mind you, we all saw this video. Matter of fact, Here's what I want to do. I am going to put the link in here. The offending video is the very last slide if you want to look for reference, because like I said, I can't show it here. However, this is what she had to say. When questioned outside of court, okay? Can y'all see this?
Everybody stomped on her head.
She's been a bully.
On her head.
She's been a bully to him. That's it.
She's been a bully to him.
Yes, from in the classroom of the classes what they have, and some messages what I sent to his phone from her. We learned she's been a bully to him and pushed him down, and he fell.
So then he picks her up because of that and stomps on her head. That justifies that?
No, they were what I learned is like they were friends. They're friends overall in general because they go to the same school. You understand?
Yeah.
That would show that she's bullying him.
Yeah, we have it. It's online.
Do you know the name? What do you mean it's online? Online where?
You know her name?
Was he trying to get her phone number? Was he trying to date her?
He has her number. She's on Instagram. She's on WhatsApp sending messages. And fighting him.
So where are the texts that we
have
can
them.
see them? Where can we see the texts?
I'm not to talk to you guys.
Okay, but where are the texts?
Did he say why he stomped on her head?
She's been a bully to him. That's it.
She's been a bully to him.
Yes, from in the classroom of the classes what they have, and some messages what I sent to his phone from her. We learned she's been a bully to him and pushed him down, and he fell.
So then he picks her up because of that and stomps on her head. That justifies that?
No, they were what I learned is like they were friends. They're friends overall in general because they go to the same school. You understand?
Yeah.
That would show that she's bullying him.
Yeah, we have it. It's online.
Do you know the name?
What do you mean it's online? Online where?
You know her name?
Was he trying to get her phone number? Was he trying to date her?
He has her number. She's on Instagram. She's on WhatsApp sending messages and fighting him.
So where are the texts that we
have
can
them.
see them? Where can we see the texts?
I'm not to talk to you guys.
Okay, but where are the texts?
Did he say why he stomped on her head?
She's been a bully to him.
Now, this is not the video, but these are the screenshots from the video. This is him. This is him standing in front of her. This is the young girl. This is him. And he's blocking her way. She's trying to get around him. Okay? And he blocks her a couple of times, like at least 2 or 3 times he blocks her. And then the upper screenshot is him. He already slammed her on the ground. And, you know, he got boots on and everything and finna stomp her head. Okay? Hold on real quick. Let me see. This seems to be another video of her speaking. I have not watched this video yet, so we are going to watch it together. Hopefully y'all can see this. I don't see it play. I don't see how I can play it. I thought this was a video, but it's not letting me play it. Yeah, it's a video. No, this is not a video. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Think I got it. Okay. Sorry about that. So we're going to watch this one together, y'all.
So this is the mother of Najee, the creep who slammed the little girl, talking to reporters after his appearance in court. And instead of holding him accountable, she's defending her son, saying that she bullied him. I'm going to put my thoughts in the captions because I want to get right to it. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
AR, she was physically assaulted in that school, and the principal don't do nothing about it. Nothing. I have 29 police reports calling on the DOE to help me with the children. They never did nothing.
And what did the judge say today?
The judge said because of I've been getting death threats of this situation. Everybody targeting me. Even my neighbor wants to hit my 14-year-old to think he's a man. You understand? And the judge said they have to keep him for safety.
But why did he stomp on her head?
She said something to him. You know what she did first? She pushed him. And he has flat foot and foot like that. But I took him to the hospital Monday too. Yes.
But you don't see that on the video.
I have that video. I have that piece of
But
video.
her shove.
No, the same one.
But her shoving him. How does that equal him picking her up, dropping her on her neck, and then stomping on her head?
Let me be
It
clear.
seems like you're justifying it.
No. They were coming from school together.
Okay.
But they're friends. Going to the park. That's what they did every day.
And then she's bullying him.
She's bullying Najee from in the school.
And what is she saying to him to bully him?
She said, dirty nigga. She's a racist. She's calling dirty nigga and dirty slurs. That's from my understanding because it's been emailed me from the school. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because my kids, if they take phone, they email the parents.
Right.
Yes, because that's how smart they are.
Do you have the video where you say she's harassing him? Do you have that video?
Yes, I have everything.
Can you give it to us?
No.
Do you have it?
That will be in his defense if you give it to us.
I have many defense of
The
him.
only video we have now is him slamming her
There are many.
into the sidewalk.
The attorney of the attorney. But he's a minor. You understand? He's a minor. They say this is crazy. You see, police don't do nothing. The DOE don't do nothing. Civilian no need to get involved because East Harlem School is a violent school. How can you even have a 11-year-old beaten down in front of 4 teachers?
Do you have any sympathy for her?
My condolence to her, yes, as a mom, because I have 2 daughters, and I'm sorry, but bullying is caused from bullying.
You're upset you can't have many problems with her. What are you upset about that?
Just a minute, tell me about that. She's been a bully to him. That's it.
She's been a bully to him.
Yes, from in the classroom.
So this is the mother.
Now, that girl in no way was bullying that boy. From the clip, right before he attacks her, her demeanor is not that of a bullying situation where she bullies him. It looked like they had all got out of school, just before. So it looked like it was like, about time for school to let out. And you know how all the teenagers and stuff be walking to the bus stop or walking home or wherever they're going. And his friend is already recording. She's trying to cross the street. He's standing in her way, blocking her. It sounds like he said, "You're going to give me your number." It's a little bit muffled. People are saying, "Oh, it's not about the number." It don't matter what it was about. The body language of that girl, she wasn't mouthy. She didn't argue. She wasn't yelling at him. She said nothing. She put her head down and backed up. Tried to go around. He blocked her. No, you stand right here. This is kind of like in the crosswalk, right before you get into the street. So she puts her head down again and try to go to the other side. Blocks her again. So she walks all the way around, like she come to the sidewalk to walk around the cars to go across the street. Before she can get back into the street to cross it, his friend instigates and says, she called you a P-U-S-S-Y. We don't hear that girl say nothing. Whole video going, we don't hear her say nothing. Okay? So the friend then instigates that, oh, she called you a, oh, that's what you said? Mind you, we don't hear this girl say nothing. She still got her head down. She's still walking the other way. With her back turned to him, he comes up behind her, picks her up, boom, on the ground. She don't move. You don't hear her scream. She don't move. She not moving. Then he, boom, stomps her one time and then starts walking off with his friend laughing and hooting and hollering. That is not the behavior of a girl that thinks she can bully that boy. Because if she was his bully, he wouldn't have even been trying to confront her at all. Because if she been bullying him, as long as that fat-faced mammy say she been doing it, he would be trying to avoid her. Whether out of fear of her or just not wanting to put up with it. So she wasn't trying to be in his vicinity. He was trying to be in hers. Okay? Mind you, these are both teenagers that attend the same school. The way that girl was acting, he been harassing her. He had a crush on her. Probably like her. She don't like him. She done already said no at some point. So now she just don't say nothing to him. Because he's reactionary and he gets mad. He get mad like his mama. Because it obviously ain't no daddy because she's showing up to the courthouse by herself. Wasn't no man. The way that girl was behaving, she was in aversion. Like I gotta avoid you at all costs. This is how a lot of time women and girls seek to de-escalate a situation with a man that they sense danger from. If women or girls sense danger, especially imminent danger from a man that's talking to them, that maybe done corner them up a little bit or something like that, women will do a couple of things. Go into silence. Because if I don't talk and I don't react, then I can't provoke. Maybe they will leave me alone if I don't respond. The other thing that women will sometimes do is what's called fawning. Start smiling and go to the softest place they can go to de-escalate. Maybe if he perceives me as weak and soft, he won't be so inclined to harm me. We be trying to evoke the protector. That's what she was doing. Just don't give him no reaction. He already be talking mad crazy in the school. So we just not even going to deal with him at all. Just leave it alone. He didn't like it. What egged him on was his little instigating friend. His little friend that liked to instigate. Ha ha ha. Oh, she called you a name. Oh, she said, ooh, and all of that. So now he's even more embarrassed about she rejected me, or she not doing what I want her to do. She not responding the way I want her to respond. So now, in order to get my lick back, I'm gonna do the thing that I know she can't handle, which is me physically. She can't do nothing with me physically. Now you understand why he's emotionally dysregulated, because he being raised by his no account having mammy. How you as a mother even defend that at all? And you got 2 daughters. So if one of the other school kids that your daughters go to school with slam her on the ground, that's gonna be okay? You gonna be cool with that? Like, you good? You gonna be good? You gonna say it was her fault? Because that's what she's saying. She trying to paint it as that girl been harassing her son, and so basically she got what was coming to her. And she's stupid, the mama. Because all you had to do was shut your mouth. You ain't got to talk. But you clout chases too. You clout chasing at this point. Notice what she said. I have been trying to get help with these kids. They out of control. That boy out of control. He tells her what to do. It ain't no daddy, because a father in the home would have his son's emotions regulated. He would have been talking to him about girls, and if his daddy got any kind of game, he'd have been wire him up about the game. Hey, sometimes the girls gonna go for it, sometimes they ain't. And you just got to move on, and stuff like that. You can't really do too much if you're trying to shoot your shot at a girl and she kind of turn you down and, stuff like that. Because I remember I tried to talk to such and such before I talked to your mama, and, she turned me down. And he would talk to him about how the rejection don't feel good. But you just got to accept it, because you can't make people like you. And you can't make people want you. So you just kind of got to, live your life. It'll be another girl that do like you and that do want to talk to you. So don't worry about it. And y'all young and in high school and all that kind of stuff too, don't worry about it. It'll be all right. The boys of our generation, the X's, them boys was outside. See, it's a couple of things going on that I want to touch on. Not only is this an issue because he doesn't have a man around him to teach him how to handle his emotions, how to handle rejection from girls, and all of that kind of stuff. Because see, he ain't got nobody to tell him, you're not entitled to no girl's number. Don't no girl gotta like you because you like her. Because if If a girl like you and you don't like her, you got to go with her because she like you? No. That work both ways. So just because you like her don't mean she got to like you back. And the same thing with the girls. Just because a girl like you, that don't mean you got to like her back. It'll be all right. Plenty girls in high school. Plenty girls around the neighborhood and stuff like that. Don't be a weirdo. Don't make it weird. All right. See, we had a few less creeps because the men was able to tell the other men, don't make it weird. So the creepy guys stood out more. It was a bit more easy to identify, okay, he the weird one. He the weirdo. His energy off. We don't want to talk to him. So the boys of our generation was outside, not on social media all the time. They was outside talking to the girls, high school and all of that. And, you know, the boys of that time, of our era when we was growing up, kind of got like a thick skin about the rejection because some girls just weren't gonna say nothing. Hey, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, shorty? You know, and some girls wasn't even gonna look at you. Some girls liked you. Hey, okay, what's going on? My name Latasha. How you doing? That. I ain't got no boyfriend. That. Some girls gonna have a smart mouth. Who you talking to? I don't want to talk to you. That. So the boys of that era learned how to take the rejection. And what they also learned was one of them gonna come along gonna like me if I keep on talking to them. All I got to do is shoot my shot again. And it is what it is. And of course, the rejection doesn't feel good. Nobody wants to put themselves out there and then the other person shoot it down. It don't feel good, but the boys learned that this is how you get girls. This is how you get a phone number and stuff like that. And some of the girls wasn't going to do nothing. And some of them were going to give you their number. Okay. And it was less entitlement to girls. She don't gotta give you nothing. Nowadays, this younger generation of young boys is on they're on the internet a lot. So the internet and communicating through the internet is not the same as communicating in real time. So there is now a social awkwardness in the young boys and the young girls now. They don't socialize how we used to. And there's more of a sense of entitlement. What's being taught in school? Everybody gets a participation trophy. Everybody is just as good as the next one. Nobody should hear no. Gentle parenting. Nobody should have a hard boundary. Everything can be negotiated. Everything can be talked about. If I just say this or if I just say that, I can change how you respond. No. And because that has been ingrained, in the minds of the younger generation, they don't know how to respond to a hard boundary. They don't know how to respond when they don't get their way, when things are non-negotiable. You keep and see that, and that has led to an uptick in creepy. I'm gonna tell you where the creep accusations come from. I'm gonna try to help men understand the creep. There was a difference between the boy that just tried to pursue you a little bit more. And once and again, that could get annoying, but it wasn't creepy. Because if you kept turning him down, you kept walking, if you kept not giving him the energy, he would stop. The creepy guy doesn't stop. That's creepy. He never takes the no, no matter how you deliver it. Gently, softly, a bunch of times, body language, ignoring them, trying to find something else to do. Everything is the no. You giving him a no every time. Every time he come around, you don't give him no energy. So you study talking to me, don't make me like you. That's not gonna make me like you. Especially if we go to school together or we in the same neighborhood and stuff like that. Every time I go to the store, you might happen to be at the store. Now I got to deal with you. So you still ain't gonna give me your number? If I told you no the first 5 times that I wasn't going to give you my number, why do you keep asking me? It become a burden at that point. It's a burden at that point. Because now I don't want to go to the store because I know you're going to be over there. Now I don't want to walk that way to school because I know you're going to say something. You're going to say something. Now you're just getting on my nerve. Now, and if it keeps going, it become a harassment week after week. And nobody really want to hear it because if they ain't put their hands on you or haven't done anything overtly to you, it's almost like, oh, he just like you. Yeah, but he taking it too far because how many times do I have to set this boundary? And I don't even really know him like that. I used to come outside and walk around and go to the park, but he be over there. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Because he going to say something to me. He going to follow me around the park and he going to talk and I don't want to do it. That's creepy. Not the boy that tried to shoot his shot and he walked with you a couple of little paces trying to see if you'll open up or talk. That's not the creepy part. That's not creepy. At best, that can get a little bit annoying if you don't like him, maybe. But that's not creepy. I don't want to talk. And I don't want to be bothered because you bother me. You pester me. And then they'll become aggressive. Some of those, the ones that follow you for week after week after week, all summer, you got to deal with him. Then he become aggressive. Corner you up. So you ain't gonna talk to me. Why you won't talk to me? You be wanting to say, because of this right here. You a stalker. I can't pay you no attention. Because if I give you any attention, you're going to shoot to the moon with it. You already doing too much. And I don't talk. That's creepy. Hopefully the men understand that. What I mean by, and the reason I went into the creep is because I think that's the reason that there's an uptick in women complaining about the creepy dude, because I think the internet interaction and then them being young and emotions are dysregulated, also not having strong men in their home, their fathers and things of that nature, all contribute to what we see playing out. The young boys don't like rejection. The girls don't either. They don't know what to do when they feel embarrassed. They don't know what to do with that emotion. So what I'm going to do, because I want to go back to the lady with the failing son. We're going to go back to that. But after these messages, we'll be right back. Because I need everybody to go to ashkicking.com. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to keep your skin looking and feeling its absolute best, then you need the body butter on the screen right now. If this is going to be your first order, please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson at checkout. All right. Once again, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. All right. Oh, you guys are bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to, I'm going to read these super chat. Exactly. Exactly. The boys could detect it. Well, that might have been my internet. Please refresh because I think my internet just glitched out. But just like Mr. Rich Red said, the boys knew who they had an opportunity with and who they didn't. Was she saying no just because she was with her friends right now? Or she be giving you a little rhythm? The boys kind of knew. And if you really was on some, you know, he either gonna walk off, you might get called to B. Matter of fact, you're gonna get called to B. About 60 to 70% of the time, you about to be called to B. You about to be called to B for it. We didn't like it as girls, but we knew it was coming. If we walk by and we don't say, and it'd be a group of dudes, and one of them trying to holler, and you don't say nothing, you gonna be called to B. And truth be told, that's where a lot of that embarrassment come from too. Especially in Chicago, you will get roasted. In the 90s, especially when we was young in school, in high school, it's only so many times I'm gonna be called to B because I ain't say nothing. With your ugly, you a ugly B anyway. I ain't want to talk to you because your teeth yellow and then pants dirty and you smell like Fritos and corn chips. That's why I ain't want to talk to you no way. I ain't want to talk to you because you were musty when I passed by your musty. Your walk by, it was musty. Ooh, you gonna let her talk to you like that? See, now you really finna be embarrassed because you think she finna walk by all the time. Because you had your chance to not say nothing. I didn't say nothing. All you had to do was not say nothing. In Chicago, you about to get roasted. You finna get roasted real quick. Don't have no dirty shoes. Don't be disheveled. You ain't washed your face before you stood out on the corner today with that crust all around your eyes. Your breath stank. That's why I ain't say nothing. And yes, I was one of them. I was only gonna be a B so many times in an afternoon. It's the summertime shy. We walking around the hood. I'm going to the store, walk up down the street. I'm only gonna be called a B a couple of times. Round about that sixth time, somebody getting roasted and cussed out. You getting roasted and cussed out. Thank you, DT, for the super stick. I appreciate you. Thank you, B. Wyatt. If fathers will tell their sons that hitting a girl can lead to violence from male friends and relatives, they would think twice about hitting women. That's true. Thank you, HVAX. I need 5 minutes with them, just 5, showing what grown man strength really is. Definitely. And thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Take Heed. She be on their neck, talking sweet, talking about let me share something with you, and then stand on their neck. Thank you, good sister, my sister. You are the truth and forever be the truth. I'm so thankful for you always cooking with fish beats. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you, beloved. Thank you again, HVAC. Everything was good up until 2018. The older Zoomers, 97 to 2002, like myself, were the last generation to talk to women normally. These younger dudes, horrible. Like, dude, move on. Rejection happens. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so you are of the younger generation as well. And you saying, okay, yeah, because being born 97, 2000, right. It wasn't no social media like that. No way. When y'all was like in grammar school and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I could see that. Excuse me. Thank you, Lord Sinister said it will always be an unspoken rule. Never make her say no twice. Thank you, Marcus, at reason 4080 while we delineate. Mom is a whole tether. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I wasn't gonna go there for this conversation, but thank you, Cases and Cams, for the super stick. I appreciate you. Thank you again, HVAC. So if I tell you no more than once, you might not have a mouth. In the South, especially Alabama or Florida, we don't play that down here. So most of us don't be playing around our generation, the Xers, the older the millennials. You know, we weren't playing all that. We was able to take, because even as a girl, I had to take rejection. I shot my shot a couple of times, got knocked all the way down. It be feeling crazy. You be feeling too crazy, but because just because you like that boy don't mean he gotta like you. He don't. He really don't. You're not entitled to him. You are not entitled to that boy. He don't like you. Move on. You knew it was a chance he wasn't gonna like you. No way. Move on. You'll be all right. Anyway, we got one more, and I know you're gonna like it.
Right here is official. Never really saw anything like this before. How do you know when you're doing the proper push up? You gotta go all the way down, chest touching the floor, coming back up full extension. But now that you told me how to do it, now how you know when you're doing it? You don't know, and you won't know unless you have what it is. Nah, that was fine. That was fine. Make sure it keeps you accountable. Accountability is everything. So
incredible. You can't cheat.
Great.
Go all the way down and all the way up, and that's one solid rep. Good money.
That's it. It's no arguing, no debating, no questioning. All the way down, all the way up. You got to start and finish the same way. She got my shit. I'm
fucking crib right now.
All right, so what you want to do is you want to go to the link that's pinned at the top of the chat, theproperpush.com/VIP, in order to unlock your exclusive VIP offer. And in order to lock in that VIP spot for only $1 and receive the following perks, here's what you got to do. But first, here's the perks. 20% off the Proper Push when the product is ready to launch. And we're only asking for 100 spots. There are only 100 spots for the VIP. Exclusive Proper Push merch, instant alerts when Kickstarter goes live, and first access to early bird Kickstarter rewards, because we will be launching a Kickstarter campaign as well. But what we're asking everyone is to simply go to the link that is pinned to the top of the chat and put your email in. That's it. That's all. Hit the reserve VIP now and verify that email. But if you want to unlock your VIP exclusive offer and become a member to receive the perks that I just named, you're gonna have to answer the email that's coming right after you verify. Right after you verify, look in your inbox. Sometimes it's in your junk or your spam, but you want to look in there, because that's the email that's going to give you the opportunity to join and become a VIP member and get all of those perks for only $1. Once again, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, and all of the sponsorship links are always in my description of every video and every live stream. All right. Exactly. We all over Instagram. You understand? All right. So I wanted to talk about this. Now, of course, the situation with the mother in Baltimore, this is kind of old. This is a few years old, and I did a video the first time that this story circulated. But we're going to revisit it again because this illustrates the lack of accountability. Okay? That a lot of these mothers have, these single mothers have. They're raising these children crazy, and then these very children have to grow up and they have to come into society, and then the rest of us have to deal with them. And the world is not going to deal kindly. It may not even deal justly with them. Because before I read it, it may not even deal justly with them. Because the world don't care that you had a rough upbringing. The world don't care about all the baggage that you carrying from childhood. The things that your mama did or didn't do. The things that your daddy did or didn't do. That gave you all kind of problems. That set you back. They're your problems to deal with, but at the same time, the world keep going. And you're expected to show up a certain kind of way. And when you don't, who's to say that the world is going to deal fairly with you and have sympathy or empathy for you? I'm here to tell you it don't. The world do not care. And you can tell your sob story, and you can hold on to your sob story, and you can cry about your sob story, and listen, nobody cares about it. Nobody cares. But just to read this, a Baltimore mother says the school failed her son after learning he has to start high school all over again, despite being promoted for 4 years. Tiffany Francis' 17-year-old son attends Augusta Fail Savage Institute of Visual Arts in West Baltimore. After 4 years, he earned a .13 GPA, passed 3 classes, earned 2.5 credits. In February, months before graduation, the school told France her son was being moved back to the 9th grade. He didn't fail, the school failed him. His class rank was 62 out of 120 students, meaning that nearly half his class has a GPA of .13 or lower. In 3 years, he's failed 22 classes and was absent or late 272 times. Only one teacher requested a parent conference, which never happened. No one told France her son was failing. Now, this is her kind of talking about it, and then I'm going to give, once again, my thoughts.
Wrong, son. We got this.
He's stressed, and I am too. Like, I told him I probably will start crying. Like, my son is, I don't know what to do for him.
This coming June is when Tiffany France thought her son would receive his diploma.
And I'm just trying to fight. He like, Mom, what was all this for? What did I do this for? Like, don't he get a chance? Do he get a chance?
But after 4 years of high school, this mom just learned her 17-year-old has to start over. He's been moved back to 9th grade.
Why would he do 3 more years in school? He didn't fail. The school failed him. The school failed at their job. They failed. That's the problem here. They failed. He didn't deserve that.
France's son attends Augusta Fell Savage Institute of Visual Arts in West Baltimore. His transcripts show in 4 years, he has passed just 3 classes, earning 2.5 credits, which places him in 9th grade. But France says she didn't know that until February. She has 3 children and works 3 jobs. She thought her oldest son was doing well because even though he failed most of his classes, he was being promoted. His transcripts show he failed Spanish 1 and Algebra 1, but was promoted to Spanish 2 and Algebra 2. He also failed English 2, but was passed on to English 3.
I'm just assuming that if you are passing, that you have the proper things, to go to the next grade. And, the right grades, you have the right credits.
As we dig deeper into her son's records, we can see.
I'm going to pause this for a second. It's a double whammy. Because the school should not have been passing him. He should have failed right out the gate. He got to do freshman year over. What are we doing? They shouldn't have been passing him. I think that's that no child left behind foolishness. See, we didn't do that. Back in the day, you couldn't do that. No, we did not do that. All them D's and F's. Somebody will show up at your house with all them D's and F's. And parent ain't showing up for the parent-teacher conference. Because those parent-teacher conferences after a certain time are not optional. You can't come back to school unless it's with your mama or your dad. You can't come back in here. Where your mama? I turn back around, go home. Go home. You can't come in here without your mama, because we said we need to talk to them. You fail in too many classes. You also absent too much. So a truant officer gonna come to your house. Because we got to know what's going on. What's happening? And they would fail you. That you would fail. Too many D's and F's. You ain't got enough credits. Your GPA crazy. You're failing. To the point where they would get so old, they would just stop coming to school. Because you grown now. You can't come back in here now. You're grown. You can't sit in here with these minors. That's when you had to either just drop out or you had to come back and get your GED or something like that. Because you can't keep on coming in here. You done aged out. Now, they just passes them. You heard what she said, though. So that was the school, but it's really you as the mom. You work 3 jobs. You have younger children. And you mean to tell me that you assumed he was doing well and had all his credit, so you didn't know. So you never looked at his report card. You never looked at the progress reports. You never talked to any teacher in a 4-year span. You never came to the school. You never spoke to a principal. You never checked in. You did nothing to help that boy at all. Everything to hinder him, because with 3 jobs, he was the parent of those kids. You made him babysit them kids. He couldn't go to school. He couldn't go to school. He was too busy being father to his siblings. How he gonna go to school? How he gonna concentrate on schoolwork? How? He can't do any of that stuff without you. You have to check up on him. And you never did. You never, as long as he was watching them kids and fed them a little something and this, that, and the third while you worked and ran the street and did whatever you wanted to do, you didn't care if that boy passed or failed. You didn't care. And that's a good point. If she not checking his work, she not checking the other kids' work, and he wasn't either. So they probably all going to fail. And the only reason that they wouldn't fail is if one of the kids just determined not to. But other than that, the likelihood of that is what? I just assume. You just assume. That's the problem. And who you was trying to convince? Yourself? School failed. The school failed. Stop glitching and hold some accountability. I don't want to hear that glitch. Unglitch. Reboot. And this is also a common theme in these single mother households. Like I said before, parentifying that oldest child, whether that oldest child is a boy or a girl. If there are siblings, these single mamas is going to make those older children be the other parent. So that girl gonna have to watch them kids like they hus. And then you wonder why she don't mind getting pregnant. She been raising kids since she was 8 or 9 years old. She's been raising her siblings since pre-adolescence. Then to ask her at 15 or 16, what she gonna do with a baby? Raise them like I've been raising these. That ain't no shock to her. She been raising kids. She been keeping a house. Because you won't do it. Now that don't mean that she know how to do it. She just been forced into that position. So she doing whatever come to mind. That boy was just doing whatever come to mind. Make sure they eat a little something, some noodles or something like that. He gonna go play on his game because it's easier to just zone out than thinking about all the foolishness going on, how he failing in school, and as he get older and older, how he's not gonna be able to make it. Because see, you have a different thought pattern at 13 or 14 when you first get in high school, and then you 17 to 18 trying to head out. And it's like, well, what am I gonna do though? Because he knew he was failing, whether you knew it or not. He knew he didn't understand none of that work or nothing. And that without it, he wasn't going to be able to get any kind of job or go to any other kind of school or nothing like that. So this boy is depressed and defeated. He depressed. That's why he play on the game. It's the only thing he do to get his mind off everything, and he good at it. Then you'll want him to turn 18 and suddenly be a man. How, Sway? And this is the issue. So many of these single mothers raise failures. And then they can't wait to get the failure out of their house so they don't got to deal with them no more. So I ain't got to take care of you no more. Hurry up and get you out of here. You grown now. You grown now. Chronologically, done got grown, but you have not given your children any tool to work with to better their life or even to have a decent life at all. Don't want to have to look at it. Don't want to have to look at the mirror that you created. Your son, you raised a failure. Now he got to try to struggle to not be a failure for the rest of his life. The girl got to try to battle through not being a failure the rest of her life. Then y'all had an audacity when these kids turn 17, 18, 19 years old, want to kick them out the house. And if you don't kick them out the house, you want them to work and give you money. These are the only folks that want their kids to pay them for being born and treated badly. So not only did I not ask to be here, you birthed me out, treated me crazy, and then when I turn 16, 17, 18, 19 years old, and I get some type of little piece of job with a couple of little dollars, so I don't have to hear your mouth about your little bootleg money, now you want me to pay you $200, $300, $400, $500 worth of rent to get yelled at? And it's why them boys be either they become homosexuals, just move in with a girl, have sex with her just so he can have somewhere to stay. And the girls do the same thing. Go to some man house and have sex with him so she can stay there. Go have a child so she can get on Section 8 or something. So the government assistance help her so she can get out of her mama face. The other girl that don't get pregnant by somebody is the workaholic. She gets it in her head that if I just work hard, I won't have to be the woman that my mama is or that's trying to make me. So let me work hard. Let me get my education. Let me go to school. That's her. Both of these girls become unmarriageable for different reasons. The boy is a homosexual, so he not prepared to be a husband either. He can't be nobody's husband. So now he got to go through trial and error with girls, and because his testosterone kicking him in the head day and night, so he not going to ignore it. Then on top of that, what kind of little money I'm going to get? The streets ain't like they used to be in the 90s. He can't just go out there and slang them things. Ain't no things to slang. And that ain't raising no money. So you got to try to go out here and get a little piece of change, or something like that. Try to get a couple of dollars. He don't feel too good about himself, but it's one or two little pieces of, dollars rubbing around in his pocket and something like that. So he got to try to figure out the world. Hope he don't get in trouble and hope he don't make too bad of a decision that cost him something the rest of his life. The girl got to do the same thing. Hope she don't make too much a bad decision that cost her the rest of her life. Nothing but foolishness. Thank you. HVAC said another thing is these young Zoomer guys have no iron in their bones, i.e. no muscle, and these females today will roast you into the cosmos, not the cosmos. And thank you, Too Tall, for all of your support. Too Tall be coming through, even when it's not a live stream. I see you. Thank you so much. And the matriarchy has failed. Total chaos and dysfunction. This is fact. But we gonna get on up out of here. I held y'all long enough. Don't forget that we do the ladies round table, the ladies panel on Monday evenings. All right. So we definitely got a good one. The next one is a good one lined up. We're going to talk about some touchy things, but important things in our culture. So don't miss that. All right. All right. Thank you for all of the contribution and support. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, is the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.